Happy X-Men 97 Day, everybody. This is the day X-Men 97 premieres on Disney+, and in this video, we are going to be breaking down Episode 1. This was an awesome one. Let's get into it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. Now, normally we talk about a lot of Power Rangers, but I grew up watching Fox Kids like a bunch of you guys did, and X-Men was on every single day. This was one of my favorite cartoons growing up, and the fact that they're bringing it back for another season at least, X-Men 97, it looked really fun, and it did not disappoint in its first episode. I thought this was right up our alley. If you like Power Rangers, there's a good chance you like X-Men. What an awesome start to the series. I have not watched episode 2 yet. I just watched episode 1 and wanted to come down here and talk about it. Now, episode 1 is titled To Me, My X-Men. And there's a reason, man. This was freaking awesome. I will give you my opinion on it in a second, but let's tell you what it is about, and then we're going to tell you about some Easter eggs. And I have to shout out Games Radar. They put together an amazing article with like every single Easter egg. We're going to read some of that, give you our opinion. It's going to be great. Let's get into it. Episode 1, To Me, My X-Men, depicts the team's first mission after the death of Xavier, rescuing Roberto da Costa, sunspot of the New Mutants in the comics, from the Friends of Humanity. Cyclops and Jean debate leaving the team, but wonder who will take Xavier's place as team leader if they're not there. But Magneto shows up with a shocking revelation. Professor X willed him the mansion, his fortune, and the leadership of the team. Things got freaking wild. Now let's go to all of the points that stood out. Again, shout out Games Radar for putting this all in one place. Right off the bat, the opening credits have been altered to include Morph and Bishop, who are full cast members now, as well as a glimpse at Mr. Sinister. The credits changed just a bit to match each episode. The name of the record store, Rising Spiral, might be a reference to the X-Men villain Spiral. Cyclops had a callback from Night of the Sentinels Part 2, the second half of the pilot of the original show, when he said, "No, don't, I surrender, not." The newspaper that quickly flies across the screen has a main story about a mutant fashion show, with Banshee, Dust, Maggot, and Morrow as models, along with a small image of Nature Girl and Squid Boy in the bottom left corner, maybe of whom are very deep cuts. The paper also lists 2 other stories. Is Spider-Man a mutant? Is the first, which references a question that led to Spider-Man and the X-Men becoming great allies in the comics. The Hellfire Gala is the other, credited to Eddie Brock and Peter Parker. We did see Rogue's classic casual dress from Night of the Sentinels, and one of Beast's books is authored by Jay Leewald, a reference to Julia Leewald, who along with her husband Eric Leewald created X-Men, the animated series. Jubilee asking Sunspot if he can shoot gold balls from his body is a reference to Gold Balls, a mutant who does exactly what Jubilee says. If you watched this episode, you probably noticed the portrait of the original 5 X-Men, including Cyclops, Jean Grey, then going by Marvel Girl, Beast, Angel, and Iceman. These are, of course, the original comics X-Men, and they've been shown as the original team in X-Men, the animated series before. This was when Beast wasn't even blue yet, but still pretty big, pretty buff. We found out that the day that Professor X passed away was 11/11/1997. What a rhyme. We did notice that Jubilee's earrings do say Jubilee, like her original comic book look designed by Jim Lee. And the last little tidbit we'll give you from here is Morph's transformations this episode include Xavier, Jean Grey, and Angel. in his late 90s look, which he wore when he returned to his original code name after he was transformed into Archangel by Apocalypse. This was an awesome episode. Definitely with all the hate it was getting online, I didn't know if it was going to be good, but it was awesome. For the first episode, it really got me in there. It was intriguing. They still were pretty like brutal and ruthless, and they used like the word death and kill, and it definitely did not seem kind of dumbed down or watered down from X-Men. Like, we'll see what happens with this next episode and the episodes after, but this was pretty good. Like, I actually liked it so far, and I don't know why everybody was losing their damn mind. Like, I'm excited. This was freaking awesome. I loved it. I loved how a lot of the themes they kept. They didn't really kind of go away from anything. It's almost they doubled down on the X-Men stuff. They kept a lot of the same villains, a lot of the same characters, and obviously it's just 1 year later, but everything is kind of advanced, and now you got Cyclops as the lead, but then Magneto's coming on in there. This is nuts. And where Cyclops and Jean Grey were thinking about retiring because Jean has a baby on the way. But now can they really retire now that Magneto is running the X-Men? Like, that is freaking crazy. I don't think he does retire. He's like, nah, if I gotta raise this damn baby here, I will. I gotta keep an eye on this dude. This was an awesome episode. I'm excited to see what the future brings. I'm going to try to watch this second episode here in just a little bit, but we love you guys. Thank you for watching this, by the way. This is our first X-Men ever show reveal, or review, I should say. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace. I just want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members out there: the Arctic Operator, Roderick Ham, Papleon Purple, Salima Ramirez, Danny Nascimento, Stephen Heffelman, Chaos Draco, Thomas Franco, Anime King Nick, Louis Cairns, Miguel Ortiz, and Sean Schiffer. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today.
I just want to shout out all of the fans out there for taking the time out of their day to watch this content. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you can, please like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that share button. And if you guys want to be a member, click that join button right now. We have a Blue Ranger membership that gets you into the exclusive fan chat Discord. Then we have the Gold Ranger membership. It gets you into the fan chat, but you also get a video shout out at the end of every video. I want to thank you guys again. If you can, sign up to be a member. We will see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.